My name is Coach B. Government name, Brian Turner. You can call me Coach B. I'm the head of basketball operations at SFA Academy, Strong Faith Academy in Dover.
My name is Mike Wiley. I am the assistant regional coach at SFA Strong Faith Athletics, as well as the head of strength and conditioning. A lot of people focus so much on the drills and the skills, but for me, I think the most important thing is making sure that they can stay ready and always be ready for any opportunity, any adversity. I think the main goal for our team as we prepare for this next tournament is just to get them to understand how much they've grown, how much they've evolved as players and as humans. Ultimately, it's been a long season. And this tournament is one of those tournaments that they can see how much they've grown from the work, the practice, the conditioning, the strength work that they've been doing on their own and even with the team, and just letting them understand that a lot of the things that they're doing are going to be different now compared to the beginning of the season because, they've been doing a lot of work. So I'm proud of them.
The goal for the team as we prepare for our next tournament is to get better knowing each other, get better understanding the goals, get better understanding the concepts and the objectives we have as a coaching staff. Learn to play together, learn to play with your new skills, putting it all together, man. I wish it was overnight, but it's a process. I could lose 100 games in a row and everybody's getting better. So, do I evaluate wins and losses? To a degree. I always have this conversation with the coaches. What do we value more? Guys getting to the next level or winning games? It's a balance. We want to win because wins and losses is what people remember. But really, if I could lose every game and every kid in my program go to college, I'm a winner. The beautiful thing about it is I've been a driver the whole process. So I don't mind driving. I got a van. I scoop kids. We hit whatever gym we need to hit, whatever tournament. Parents participate when needed to help carpool kids. It's very important though, because you don't want to leave no kid left behind because of no ride. You know what I'm saying?
Looking back, I feel like I view success from a perspective of, does this kid feel like he belongs on this court? Because ultimately, I think a lot of kids can, focus on stats, focus on wins, focus on losses, focus on performance. But belonging is ultimately what a basketball player is. You don't say a basketball player is somebody that puts on a jersey or scores a bunch of shots, because anybody can do that. But if you feel like you belong in this game, I think that's true success, because what you've shown yourself is hard work, dedication, discipline.
Some of the biggest obstacles the teams has faced while getting ready for tournament, I would say, is just being present. A lot of things go on in the summertime, so you also get a lot of kids in and out. So you try to coordinate things based on their vacation in the summertime to make sure everybody's on the same page with where to be. And you do the best you can. Obviously, it's not a perfect science, but I think communicating, laying it out as early as possible, giving it a infrastructure of what your expectations are of the kids and where to be at. I think those things help along the way.
I think some of the biggest challenges that these kids face before they even step on the basketball court is the phone. A lot of times they spend so much time on social media, spend so much time comparing themselves, spend so much time being like they have this and I don't. And it kind of tears down their confidence because, comparison is the thief of joy.
So every tournament, man, I reflect and kind of equate success on a few elements. Did we have fun? Did they learn something? Did they get better? Obviously, those have nothing to do with wins and losses. So just checking the temperature of where we're at mentally. Do guys leave the floor feeling like they've contributed? If those elements are hit, it makes me feel like I was successful in getting my message across for that particular tournament. My advice that I would give to young coaches that really want to make an impact on young lives in this game is just to be patient, man. Be patient. Maturity is a tricky thing. Everybody's not on the same page when it comes to maturity, so you got to kind of understand the environment, and you got to be patient, man. You got to be willing to communicate. You got to be transparent with parents, and you just got to be, you got to come willing to work every day. You can't take no days off. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta know that, man. And if you ain't all in, don't do it. You can't. This is not the type of job you do halfway, because some people could see a halfway kind of coach. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be all in, and then you gotta be willing to be patient, man. Especially if you're doing a lot of teaching. That don't happen overnight. Success doesn't happen overnight. So I said my major word would be patience. Be very patient.
The advice that I would give somebody that's trying to get into this field is that you just got to show up every single day. Show up. Whether you like it or not, whether you feel good or not, show up. Because the more that you show up, the more that you can understand what these kids need.